We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the first back taken in the 2022 draft, Breece Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Another run here with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Three plays in and a test. It's third and 2. They put Wilson in motion. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets. And back deep is Quez Watkins. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one complete to Washington. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Don't jump. Ready?
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
11.
Fields from the gun on third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Second down, Rodgers. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. It's first down, and it's Paul. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Jets have a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
A tight end in motion now. He'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Play action now with Rodgers. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quan Alexander. And the Steelers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Play action now for Fields. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. Can't fault the effort. He got him a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, 4th down, and the veteran Greg Zuerlein on for the Jets. This is going to be from 53 yards out. So, a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. 0-0 is the score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Sit high.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Mostert. Mostert, a 1st down, and more. The speed on display. He's in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Williams in motion. Now it's a bootleg. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
Making the read, this is Fields. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
The motion man is Johnson.
Right.
Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try it now with Mostert. It's a pickup of 14, and the decision to go for it pays off.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Here's Mostert. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown Steelers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers extend their advantage to 13-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one caught by Lazard. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. Rodgers finding Wilson for a big one. 56 yards. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Rodgers to throw. He'll look underneath for Hall. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Fields. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They put Wilson in motion. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Open man downfield is Conklin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A huge play just before the half. And even 30 yards. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers going up top again. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least,
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They go play action with Fields. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And the Jets are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, we're Jonathan Coachman as our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Here we go.
A run up the middle with Mostert. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken.
They'll try to run it here with Mostert. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. As he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. play action. Rodgers. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass and doesn't result in a whole lot.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Fields now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, Monday.
To throw is Fields. That is caught by Washington. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, Ken. Right.
A handoff running left. It is Mostert. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here we go, son.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we're going out right here. Right.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Fields. No chance at all. He'll go down. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback had.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Here we go. Set.
Mostert, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
We're trying to set up the screen to Mostert. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Third and long.
Here we go, son.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead.
Chris Boswell will be kicked off
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Xavier Gibson now to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring that out of 4-1. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they'll hold them to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Jets first down. Rodgers. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Throwing, Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. But their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Going up top. And the Steelers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run right here with Mostert. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Tonight.
They give it to Mostert. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Play action now for feet. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Interesting strategy, play action on that down and distance. Remember, the threat of play action is all based on down and distance. That is a pass down all day, and the defensive line didn't even spend 1 second worrying about that play fake. They were in a race to the quarterback.
Nfgl Jets on the return. The Jets take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to try it here again.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Here's a handoff to Mostert. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here we go.
Right back to Mostert on first down. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll run. It's Mostert. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Go.
They'll run out of the gun. This is Mostert. Marked down at the 6.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Fields, choosing to keep this one. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal.
Nice Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Out quickly here to Pickens. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A first down throw from Rodgers. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll lead to a second down.
In what's clearly become a passing league, Mike, if you're not actively rushing the passer, you have to be able to hold up in coverage, and that's especially true at the linebacker position. Great job here getting in those passing lanes and being able to break up that ball.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Hey, take 26.
On third down, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Rodgers going up top again. That's going to be caught, and he's going to have a Jets first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.